watching you. I was just smiling.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, that means a lot coming from you, sir. I appreciate it. Like I say, I'm trying to follow you.
Oh man. Come on down to Aiken. You want to follow me? Come on to Aiken, South Carolina. Oh my.
Hey, well, you know, I got some people down there in North Carolina burning it up right now.
Man, wow.
Isn't this thing is taking off, y'all?
Real quick, guys. I want to ask you both, since I got both of you guys on here, what a real treat, because we weren't planning this. Pastor Murray and I were just going to do this between us. And he suggested, hey, why don't we invite a few friends? Because what we were both trying to do, or we were trying to sharpen our understanding and our skill set on sharing to get good at presenting and putting people in front of the opportunity. And
right.
So what I wanted to do was ask the two of you, since I got you guys on, why should any pastor do this? I haven't had the opportunity to show them everything just yet. I was going to walk through the PowerPoint and just kind of do that. But can you kind of share with them why they need to be giving some attention to this right now? What's going on, and what do you think needs to be happening between the pastors, and how can we use this to leverage what we need to do?
Well, it's pretty. In my opinion, it was one of the easiest things that I was able to share with pastors in my 25 years in doing this, working with pastors, because I'm gonna talk as if I'm on a baseball diamond. Mm-hmm. And I tell pastors, you know, when they at the time, I was able to go to the church and talk to their people, and I asked people a simple question. I say, everybody, your pastor wanted me to come out here and talk to y'all. I said, I got a couple of questions, but I like group participation. And they said, okay. Mm-hmm. I said, now, how many of y'all love your church? And, you know, everybody raised their hand. Right? Your hands are raised. Then I asked the question, how many of y'all love your pastor? They raised their hand. The pastor looked over his glasses, making sure everybody got their hands raised. All right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then I said, now I'm going to ask y'all 4 questions. And if it resonates with you, if it sounds good to you, I want you to raise your hand. If I could show you a way to put an extra $300 to $1,000 a month in your paycheck every single month, who would like it if I can do that? Hands shoot up. I said, now stay right there. If you would like for me to increase your credit score by 50 to 150 points in less than 90 days, hands shoot up and feet shoot up. People credit so bad, boy, their feet, everything goes in the air.
Wow.
I said, keep your hands raised if you have a student loan, a car loan, or a house payment, and you would like for me to show you how to pay that off in half the time. If you got a 30-year mortgage, show you how to pay it off in 7 to 10 years. If you have a car note, 5 years, show you how to pay it off in 2. How many of y'all would like it if I can show you that? Hands stay up. Lastly, I said, here's my last question. If there's anyone in this room, 45 or older, who does not have a strong retirement, if I can show you how within 5 to 7 years, you can retire receiving $9,000 to $30,000 a month, let me see your hands. Those are the 4. That's simple. And the pastor looks at me and he says, I can't believe this. And I ask people, I say, y'all, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to offer you a membership. It's $229 one time. But remember, I'm putting $300 to $1,000 back in your pocket within the first 30 days. So that pays for itself. Now, listen, y'all, in my 25 years in training people all around the world at this, I've never had a company that put the money in your pocket to be a part of it. You either had to sell something or recruit some people. Am I right, pastors?
Yeah, absolutely right.
I didn't sell nothing and I didn't recruit a soul to get my money back.
Wow.
I got in, the experts did the things y'all just heard. They put more money in my pocket. And I said, you know what? I can tell the world about this. And that's where I do it. That's what I'm doing now.
Wow.
So I tell a pastor, I say, pastors, now this is the part where most pastors don't hear people say. I said, everybody in church, I'm going to do a huge $10,000 plus fundraiser for you in less than 90 days. Every month, that'll be coming into the church. I said, let me say this first. I said, I don't want y'all to tell anyone yet. I want you to test it to see if I'm telling the truth. They look at me like, what did he say? Because, you know, people be trying to tell other people, go tell people, go tell people, go recruit, go recruit. I want you to, what the Lord said, taste and what?
And see.
I want people to taste it first. But again, I can't speak for everybody in this company. I speak for me. So I show them from my, when they hear that, they say, well, he ain't trying to sell. I'm not. I'm trying to prove to you that this is good. So when they have their testimony 30 days from now is when I say, now, call your family, call your friends, and tell them your testimony. So now y'all making money for your church with people that's never even stepped foot in your church because they're in different parts of the country. But when they get a membership, the church benefits. Is this making sense, y'all?
See? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is, y'all, that took all of 5 to 10 minutes. I tell people I ain't long-winded. I have fun with it, but I'm very serious about changing the lives of God's people.
Amen.
And I got hundreds of pastors that I've worked with over the years, and they'll tell you in a minute, if it's something that can hurt the people, Jonathan ain't in it. I'm not going, I don't chase money. Money ain't going to cool you down when you're in that hot place playing around with God's people.
Not at all.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, y'all. I'm gonna stop.
Right.
Hey, Jonathan, you know, it's funny that I'm on this Zoom right now because Pastor Murray is my pastor. And
ain't that something?
I got that strategy from you when you went to Derek Ray house. Remember in Augusta, you was at Derek Ray.
Yes,
and
indeed.
You told us that story.
Yes, sir.
And I said, man, you know, I'm gonna bring that back to my church. We had a church meeting, and I showed Pastor Murray that we could use a strategy that'll bring the church in $11,000 a month if we can educate 500 people. So what I had him do was sign the church up, and then he signed up underneath the church.
Right.
So the strategy was for us to get other pastors to sign up with the church so their congregation can feed our church, and then get people to sign up under Pastor Murray so everything that goes through Pastor Murray would feed the church. And I was saying this is a way that we can pay our church off in record time because the church will make a residual income of $11,000. And I know he's tied to over 500 people. And I got that strategy from you when I went to Augusta. And it just amazed me that when I came on and I saw you, I was like, oh, that's Jonathan. You know,
said Jonathan.
This is serious business right here. But,
Man,
and since then, I believe I got 3 pastors on my team that I shared that same thing that you just said.
Yes, sir.
Trying to get them fired up. And I'm working on, I believe it's Pastor Kelly. Is that right, Pastor Murray? Is that the one you had?
Yeah, Bishop Kelly.
Yeah.
I
She
wish
won't
she was
answer a
on
phone,
now.
though. Huh? She won't answer a phone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've been trying to check on her, but yeah, I'm trying to use that strategies with the church, you know, because I do believe that, you know, financial education should be taught in the church, you know.
Amen.
I just believe, you know, our people struggle so much. I see people go to the altar, you know, praying for a miracle. They sow seeds and all this other stuff, but they just not educated on how to make it work. And,
that's right.
And, you know, God gives us gifts and talents to create this wealth, but if nobody show us how to use the gift and talents or show us the strategy on how to create it, you know,
that's right.
It's just hard for people to get. But we got a couple of people that's in the church, and I'm excited because, like you said, testimonies are powerful. So now that they see me doing it, they see Pastor doing it, they see Elder Shepherd doing it, Sister Brown doing it, you know, we all got testimony saying, hey, listen, like you said, you know, taste and see that this is good.
That's right.
I believe we can win over more people financially, you know. So I mean, it's amazing that I saw you. I was like, wow, okay.
Man, you
got the right guy on the line.
This is really going to explode over the next 6 months. I don't, every pastor I talk to, I say, now listen, this thing is really serious.
Yeah.
And but they know me. Like I said, I've been doing this with pastors for 25 years. So they know I don't bring junk. I don't believe in it. I don't chase money. It's going to be, you know, God takes good care of me.
Right.
So but again, when you can show people, use it first, and you ain't telling them to go out there and recruit, they know you the real deal. Because everybody else try to get them to, you know, go sign up this and go. You know, they don't even know if it works for them yet.
Yeah.
Let them try it for 30 days.
Yeah.
Right? That's just my take.
You know,
and man, we ain't even, y'all. What I've done this a long time. This is not the one to play with.
no.
Look at this, for example. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Here it is, two leaders on the same Zoom, and we didn't know we were gonna be in this Zoom.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? We
Right.
had no clue. None.
That's right.
Right now, I'm supposed to be eating Mama's sweet potato pie. I'm telling you that right now.
Wow.
This is huge, y'all.
This is
And anything I can do to help, I'll be glad to.
Yeah, you know, I want to say real quick, you know, guys, we haven't even showed y'all this stuff, and I hope you're feeling the excitement, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me tell you a quick story. My dad's birthday was on the 26th. He passed away about 6 years ago. I miss him very much. He was a bishop in the Church of God in Christ, and he told me a story when I was a young man, trying to help me to understand how not to miss a blessing and how to know a blessing when you see one. And I hope that you'll share this story. He told me, he said there was this lady, she would go down to the pasture, and I'm from originally from Texas. And so she would go down to the pasture, and there was this one big oak tree in the middle of the field. And she would go down there all the time and say, Lord, bless me. And it happened to be close to Thanksgiving. She wanted a Thanksgiving ham. And so she said, Lord, bless me with a ham. And she would go down to that field every single day. She went, and these two bad little boys in the neighborhood, every town just about got one. And these two little boys just run in the town. Their dad is rich and got money. So they go down a day before, they go down a few hours before she gets there, and they climb up in the tree because they want to know what she's doing, because it looks odd that she's going every day. So they listen to her, and she says, Father, I believe that you're going to bless me with a ham. I'm praying, getting closer to Thanksgiving, and my children need a ham. Please bless me with it. And when she got there, the boys had already heard everything. She went on about her business, and she said, amen, and she left. The boys climbed down out of the tree with the intent to make something funny out of it. So they said, we're going to go down to Pop's smokehouse and grab the biggest ham we can find. And when she say amen tomorrow, when she come tomorrow and say amen, we're going to drop it out the tree. It's going to be funny. So they did that. They climbed up in the tree the next day early before the lady come, and the lady came because it was one day till. She didn't have a doubt in her mind. She said, I know you're going to do it. And she came with faith, and she kneeled down at the tree. And as she kneeled at the tree, she prayed, and she said, Father, I believe that you're going to bless me today. I know you're going to bless me. I can even smell it in the air. Bless me, oh God. In Jesus' name. And she began to praise God. And no sooner than she said, in Jesus' name and amen, the boys dropped the ham right out of the tree. The woman didn't even look up. She grabbed that ham, gave God glory, and took off running out of the field. Before she could get out of the field, the two little boys, gasping for breath, finally caught up with her and said, woman, what is wrong with you? And the woman said, God bless me with a ham. And the woman was so thankful, and the boy said, no way did God bless you with a ham. We brought that ham from my daddy's smoke shop, from the warehouse. And the woman literally said to the boys, yes, God did bring me this ham, even if the devil did bring it. Sometimes we worry about the packaging, and we worry about it being a network marketing something or a program or a strategy, and we are afraid to jump into those things. And you have to understand that the word teaches us that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. But the Bible also teaches us in Ecclesiastes, I believe, 8 and 11, it teaches us that we ought to divide our resources into 7 parts. In other words, to invest and make sure that we're not putting all our eggs in one basket.
That's right.
The Bible also tells us in Deuteronomy, for it is the Lord thy God that give us the ability to obtain wealth, but you can't obtain it if you reject it. And so I wanted to ask you, brothers, just to kind of just share a quick word with us, because we are trying to get the word out to every pastor, and we want every leader to know, no matter what. And we're going to jump into this little presentation.
Well, my advice is what I would tell every pastor that's listening, that every Tuesday night and Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I do of Zoom just like this for pastors all around the country. And I literally just launched that 3 weeks ago. So I mean, we have about almost 90, 91, 92% of a pastor when they heard me. Y'all heard this. I just keep it real. I just brought it, told you exactly what it is. Pastor says, send me a link. We got it. Because I tell a pastor, once you sign up, now get your church on my next Zoom, or I'll do a particular Zoom just for your people, just for their people. So that's what I would recommend. Just get, and Johnny, Brother Johnny, I know you have the information for the calls. Just forward that to the pastors, but I would strongly advise. Those that are Johnny, that you have reached out to, that they get positioned now, because as I bring in pastors, y'all, I'm just placing them under pastors that are already there. Y'all make sure y'all get that now. If you get the right spot, I'm traveling the country on now it's on Zoom. Y'all,
count me in.
Unselfish. You can't be selfish in this thing. You just can't.
I'm trying to tell y'all, this is not the one to joke around with.
Not at all.
Ain't no products. Ain't nobody can get hurt at all. I prove it first. And then they off and running. They telling their whole family, because I'm going to instruct them that this is how the fundraising program kicks off. After their testimony, now they calling everybody, because I'm going to have every person who got in to call at least 10 to 20 people and tell their story. Man, when you call somebody and you say, hey, my credit score went up 60 points in 30 days. Or when you call somebody and you say, oh, my paycheck went up an extra $350. When you call somebody and you tell them that my mortgage was this for 30 years, now maybe they show me the program where I'm gonna have it paid off in 9 years. That's a serious testimony. So I advise everybody, you're welcome to come to my calls every Tuesday and Friday night at 8:00 p.m. Eastern. And tell every pastor you know, because what'll happen if you don't tell them, somebody else gonna reach them. I promise you that.
Is this your flyer?
I can't see anything.
You can't see it?
What does it look like?
Ministry.
It's brown.
Ministry leadership.
What is it? Praying hands on it?
No, it says minister leadership collaboration open to all pastors and leaders. This the one Cornelius was passing out.
Yeah, he came to my training, and he was on two of the trainings, and then he called me and said, Brother Jonathan, thank you. And now he's launching his calls with his team. So,
okay.
So yeah. Okay. And I tell everybody, listen, man, I welcome everybody. I told Cornelius, now, even though I don't get paid for his growth, but I want my sweet potato pie when I get back to Atlanta.
Well, send me yours, because I did have that one that I was gonna pass out to my pastor. His on every Thursday.
Yeah. Y'all, this message is when it hits, it's gonna hit. I just was down talking to y'all know Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Oh yeah, he's right here in Atlanta with me.
Yeah. I was there. Me and him was talking, and he told me, he said, man, listen, I showed him the money real quick. We didn't even sit down. We were standing up all of 5 minutes. And man, listen, this thing is real, y'all.
It is. This
thing is serious. And I got to come back, and but you know, this COVID thing slowed that down. But and folks, man, I'm not joking at all. I am going to introduce this to every single pastor in this country. So, and y'all in at the top, Johnny, you are in a serious position.
Thank you, sir.
You are directly connected to me. That means, man, listen, 6 months from now, you may have problems, but it won't be money. God gonna bless you.
No.
God,
yeah.
So you need to reach out to every single pastor. Them calls should be packed. But I only wanted 100 pastors at a time. You know, I don't want to talk to everybody too much. I want just 100 at a time. So those calls gonna get packed out, man, within the next week or so. This thing is about to go crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking about what Charles said the other night on the thing. Ivory said, he said, something's got to work, but it ain't got to be me. So something got to work, man. And truthfully, we reaching a point now with this COVID-19 thing that the Social Security stuff ain't working. He said also social insecurity ain't safe no more. It ain't working for us no more. And
That's so true, brother.
part of it is, guys, we got to see that there is an economic tsunami that's getting ready to take place. The tax forms they got ready for 2021 is going to be insane. You know, and basically putting yourself in position to have your people ready for this storm that's about to happen, because there's always a calm before the storm. And as people are being blessed with these stimulus and different things like that, they're going to have different filing classifications because they're giving you an advance. It's not free money.
Right.
Free money. And so you got to deal with that. And then also this whole the coast is clear thing, I don't believe that for a second. So I encourage people to stay on watch with that, because I actually had COVID-19 prior to this. On March 21st. I was I was put in the hospital for 5 days. I didn't hug my wife for 16 days, hug my wife and children. It was scary. And I thank God. And so once I got to feeling better, the Lord blessed me to circle back around after watching this program for 7 months. I was introduced to this thing through Miss Beverly Glass and another person 7 months ago, but it wasn't a good time for me. And I promise you, people are going to be working from home. If they do not have a home-based business, they are really in a serious crisis mode, because the home-based business, I think, Ivory, you said something the other day on your program, and I hope everybody go back and watch that 8-hour telethon. Go back and watch it. Anybody got any questions, go back and watch it, because you got to take the time to do it. But he said on there that that people are not going to be able to handle the taxes and all the different things that's coming up with that. And really, we just need to understand, we need to have people in place that will help us with this. In other words, you don't have to be the expert. You need to have an expert on your case. In other words, you need to be like the wealthy. They have people on retainer that will handle their problems for them. So
Absolutely.
with that being said, anything you want to say before we move on, Charles, brother Jonathan?
No, gentlemen, they've already heard it. It's just time to act now. Everything's already said.
Yeah.
I'm here to give y'all all I got. I'm always thankful to those coaches who poured into me, and my job has just been to pour into others back. So they're calling me now, guys. I got a 7:30 that I got to jump on.
Thank you.
Hey, pastors, it's great to meet all y'all for the first time. And Charles, it's good to talk to you, brother. Hey, who's that? That's Pastor Murray right there with that big old smile.
Yeah, that's him.
Pastor Murray.
Yes, him.
Yeah, that's my pastor.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes,
I'm trying to lose weight so I can raid his closet, man. This man dressed sharper than anybody I know.
Yeah. He's sharp now. He's sharp. He on fire now. I think he fired up now.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Jonathan.
Yes,
man, I'm sitting here. I'm impressed. You got me stirred even the more. Just listening to you, I hear your heart, the sincerity of your heart. You are no nonsense guy, and I know you are serious about helping people, and I'm the same way. And so, by virtue of just getting in this, and I've been in it for about 4 months, but I just started pushing it about a week or so ago. And my baby sister joined, and in 3 days, she surpassed me. Also, Ivory, I just got my one customer too, so I'm going to be here bell ring at 5 o'clock.
Hey, 5 o'clock. Yeah, we looking for 5 o'clock.
That's it. So,
5 o'clock somewhere.
Listen,
yeah,
I really believe this, and here's the thing. I say this, and I'll stop. My point is, my point is, I did not want to reach out to people to get them involved with something that I was not sure that it would help them.
That's right. That's right.
And because my name is everything. And I didn't want to be a part of something that was going to stain and contaminate my name, my reputation, my character, my integrity. I did not want to do that.
Yes, sir.
So that's why what you were saying, Jonathan, means so much to me. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. And Ivory has been doing a great job. He has great testimonies. And I just said earlier, I said, listen, I'm taking the advice of these guys that are in there that have testimonials, and they have already given us the permission until we become a product of the product, use somebody else's testimony.
Right.
And that is my strategy. That is my plan. And I'm going to keep doing that because I believe in this thing, man. I tell you, I didn't know that I would be feeling this way, but I wish I would have started when I actually joined. But I have joined. I got my credit report loaded up into the portal.
Okay.
And so I'm waiting to go out to my mailbox and see where this thing has worked for me. I'm believing it, and then I'm really going to be on fire then.
All right. Yes. Well, anything I can do.
I know you got to go.
Yeah, I got to run. But anything I can do, Pastor, they both know how to reach me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And I'll
sir.
definitely share it, and I'll post everything on there. And Brother Ira, if you don't mind posting your stuff, I'd like to stay in touch with you as well. We all work together here. One heartbeat. Just do what we got to do. So thank you all so much for jumping on.
My pleasure. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you again, Brother Maury.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody else, y'all hang tight. I'm going to go into this thing and share my screen with you real quick. Brother Ira, if you don't mind sticking and staying, I'd love for you to jump in and share with us if you're able to. Like I said, we're rookies. Pastor Murray, you got something?
Yeah. Hey, Pastor Porter, how long is this going to take?
I say about another 20 minutes. I'm going to brief
Okay.
through it real quick, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah, because I promised my wife to I got to do something for her.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
Yeah, me too. My wife is looking at me crazy because I've been on all kinds of Zooms and stuff today. So, so anyway, let me look this up real quick. Hold on. All right, share my screen.
Hey, Johnnie.
Okay. Right one. Nope, that's not right. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna zip through this real quick. All right. So in what we talked about it, because again, I've already given my introduction. Pastors everywhere are jumping in, helping out where we can. I literally started this company, Empower 365, as a result of being fired from my job. And truthfully, I never liked the idea of somebody having that much power over me. And from that one incident, I've been able to create this company that also allowed me to create an insurance brokerage and a counseling practice. I'm currently in school right now. And as I've learned over the years, there's
Right. And that's another reason that door needs to be closed. It was a huge list.
Hold on.
I keep telling you, anything.
Somebody need to mute their.
Close that door.
I got him. All right, I got him. And so what I've done is I've been able to realize that the way the industry is going, especially with this COVID thing right now, it makes sense to literally begin to associate it. It's important that we associate ourselves with programs that will actually provide services, membership services, and benefits. Not trying to promote any other thing, but I want you to know that MWR is one of millions of companies that's beginning to take in this product, where like Legal Shield that does legal and identity theft stuff, they actually have push buttons where you hire them to handle your legal matters. MCA picks you up when you have an issue. I used their services 3 times in 1 month. These different companies, the tax solutions, all these different programs that have push to for service things if you want to use them. All right. And let me see here. I'm trying to think, got stuck here. Hold on. All right. And again, most of us who are doing businesses like this and practices, and we have our churches, we are trying to figure out how we're going to keep the doors open with this COVID thing going like it is. And MWR came at a right time, at a good time for us right now, because churches are really struggling financially. Some of them are, and thankfully we have some people who are still paying tithes and who are helping. This company was founded in 2013. They have an executive team with 75 plus years of experience. This company is not no joke. This company is the real deal. They are 100% debt free. They also have a record-breaking growth for a company that's just started in 2013. They have really good, and their headquarters is based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. All right. They sell basically a membership product called the Financial Edge membership. Now, this product is absolutely great also for mortgage and real estate professionals. So if you got mortgage and real estate professionals, these guys really could use this service as well, to help them close loans and sell more houses. And that works back for us. And so knowing that this works for them, that makes this product even more valuable. All right. And so the short skinny of it is that the MWR Financial basically looks at restoring credit. They help to increase equity in people's homes. They help to lower their debts to income ratios, increase buyers' power, their buying power, to reduce their taxes, to get tax liens released, settle their bad debts, own a home, and get a loan. These are major, major things and pluses for that. It does give you a financial edge. And so there are a lot of win-wins for agents who are doing this, but this is not for them tonight. But this is basically for you to understand the value of this product. All right, let me see. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right. Real quick, I'm gonna go past this. I'm not going. I'm gonna pass this real quick. Where is it? Hold on. I hate to skip over this, but what I want you guys to do is I want you to attend a actual webinar and go through this process. All right. But what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get to the nitty gritty, basically, because right now, people have basically been taught how to do a few things. And I'm not saying that we've learned things wrong, but we're using things that are outdated and also somewhat becoming obsolete. Now, again, it's great to have a great education, but that's not enough. There was a time when it used to be. We've been taught to get a good education, get a good job, give up a third of our income, and to use credit to make up the difference. And promise you right now, half of the people we know who are not going to work, who cannot return to work, they are using their credit cards if they got them. Otherwise, they're dealing with this. And so you think people are going to be able to get their hands on money when this thing is over? It's going to be a challenge, I can assure you. And so there is a retirement problem happening right now where people who would think they could have retired, they may not, and they may or may not be able to do it. And so a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. 70% of Americans pay way too much in taxes. 80% of Americans have credit challenges, and 90% of Americans are literally buried in debt. And so what we're trying to do, pastors, is to take the initiative to help the people say, this stops today. God has blessed us. We shall be the head, not to tell the lender and not the borrower. And so if you've ever taught Financial Peace University in your churches, this program really will begin to give the people who are taking those courses, who are interested in changing their financial perspective, an opportunity to really do something about it. Because most of us, we know we need to do it. We want to be financially well at the end of the day, but we don't know how to do it. And so this is where this program comes into play.
I'm going to ask you a question. Why are 78% of Americans, why do they live in paycheck to paycheck?
And so with that being said, we have experts here who will go through and help us out with that. Now, they use a couple products here, and I want to highlight these real quick, and then we're going to stop because I want to show you a couple of things on the money part. Now, this is not why we do it. There is a lot of ways to earn money in this, but the services itself is just phenomenal. And but Charles, I'm going to ask you to kind of help me close this out with our pastors to kind of get them plugged in to learn more, because we can't do it all right now. So basically, the financial ed membership covers 4 major pillars, areas that you really need to deal with. And they use these programs called the Money Max, the Credit Max, the Equity Max, and the Wealth Max. And each of these programs provide strategies and experts that actually do the work for you. And so you don't have to worry about taking any more chances with your finances, but rather you can pay basically $79.97 a month. That includes your spouse to help you with your product, with your finances. There are no contracts, there are no setup fees, and literally they will help you to complete your financial strategy for your future and for your retirement. And this is really a great program. And so they offer debt resolution. They offer tax debt relief. They also offer debt settlement. And this is what this program does. So we are really trying to help our people out for a low cost. And this is the best part. I need to say this. most people get hung up. We like to talk about the money up front so people will listen. It's kind of hard to pay attention when you're worried about what's the button, you know, what's the catch, how much it's going to cost. I'm telling you up front, $79 a month for the membership, for the Financial Edge membership, and that includes your spouse. And so with that being said, if you actually enroll and you tell somebody else like we're telling you, your membership becomes free after you told 3 people. So that $79 goes away. So hopefully we got your attention with that. And so we start off with an instant pay raise by basically going in, helping you to stop paying too much in taxes, because Uncle Sam literally is taking money from you, whereas your money that you normally would get on your paycheck, you're not making enough bring it home. And so when you get MWR on this, you can actually take your paycheck stub, your tax returns up to 3 years, go all the way back 3 years in case you missed something. They will go in, scrub it, look at it, because some of us are doing it ourselves or we're paying someone to do it. And if you have a home-based business, you're even in a better position. And basically what they'll do, they'll go in, fix that, and the next payday that you get, if you got a W-2 worker in your church, their next payday, they will have a pay raise increase. And we got millions of testimonies where this has happened, where they just go in and go to these lines and they fix and make the necessary adjustment where you have been overpaying for a very long time. Uncle Sam never says thank you for borrowing your money for a whole year interest-free. That's insane. Nobody, nowhere, no financial industry anywhere will let you borrow money for an entire year without charging you interest. We're the only people that happens to when it comes to our taxes. So they fix that for you. All right. And so this is where your home-based business comes in, sets you up, puts you in a place where you can pay less. In fact, I think Brother Ivory said that the tax code wasn't set up for the rich. It was set up for the poor, because the rich don't pay the taxes like this. So we got to find a different way to deal with that. You look at all the deductions you can get: mileage, cell phone, internet, business meals, business trips, medical insurance expenses, hiring your children. I mean, seriously, if you go anywhere, instead of calling it vacation, hey, this is a work trip. This is an expense, because you're going to be telling people everywhere you go. So now you got something to write off. And guess what? You got experts who can keep the records. You don't have to worry about putting stuff in a shoebox. Yeah, you can take a picture. We have the technology where you can take a snapshot and send it straight in. So now you got people. This basically allows you to say, I'll have my people call your people. I'm going to have my experts to look at it. I'm going to have my attorneys. I'm going to have my tax people to look at it. So this is what this program provides, that final missing piece that a lot of our people in our churches have not been able to have. And so having this in your back pocket, we want you to try it out first. We tell people to go to myinstantpayraise.com, put in the pay raise estimator, put it in. You can send them there, check it out, put in that information, and you'll automatically start seeing how much you've been overpaying and what you actually going to be able to get back in your returns. So we see a lot of this stuff. We have the tools and the resources to get this done. And so the national average instant pay raise is typically anywhere between $300 to $600 per month. And if you add that up times the year, oh my gosh, you know, this changes people's income and everything. So now people are not paying all these overdraft fees. Now people can take care of things they need to. And folks don't have to take on a second job and now missing church and everything. So again, this helps in several areas. All right. So I'm going to stop real quick and skip to here. And I'm going to ask Brother Ivory, if you don't mind sharing real quick about, let me see, I'm going to pull it up real quick for you. Here it is right here. And I'm going to share the full screen from that slide. And all right, Brother Ivory, you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about this?
Is this a 6-figure guarantee?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so first I gotta say that I've never been a part or ever heard of a company that their main interest is your financial success. You know, most network marketing companies want you to sell a product, and a lot of things that we're doing here, you can do in those other companies too, but nobody would tell you that you can do it, because if they did, you wouldn't be selling a lot of products. Okay. So with this 6-figure income, we're just dealing with the power of 3. Okay. We just need 3 legs, and the importance with these 3 legs, you want to build evenly. So anytime you get 3, you become an executive director. So we got the momentum bonus. So you get $50 per QFDs plus an additional 150 on top of that. When you help those QFDs duplicate, then you get 12, and then you get $600 a residual, and it's guaranteed as long as you maintain the customer. Now, here's what my suggestion for everybody with a customer, because I think so many people they wait too long to get that customer. If you would just bless somebody, just bless them and let them be your customer, you end up paying a lot less. So that 119 really turns into 48, because you'll pay your 119 plus their 79, which is 198, but then the company guarantees you 150. So you're only coming out of pocket by $48.
Mhm.
And it's important that you have control over that customer, because if that customer would ever drop, then you lose that daily pay. And right now it's not so big with $5, but when you start getting the $600, the $900, the $100 guarantee, that one day makes a big difference. So you definitely want to be able to keep control over your customers. So that's why I did my granddaughter. You know, I just went out and just made her my customer. She's gonna always be a customer as long as I'm in the business, because I'm the one that's paying for it. And at this point of time, you know, I'm making $100 a month. I'm trying to get to 150 by the end of this weekend. So Pastor Murray, I told your niece if she join you today, I'm gonna give her $50 for joining you today. She gotta do it today though. All right, so you let her know.
That's awesome.
So hey, this thing is great, man. I can't say enough about this company. I've been a poster child of what income shifting is all about. You know, I increased my paycheck by $600 when I had a job. You know, I too was laid off due to the coronavirus, and since I was stuck at home, quarantine anyway, I really shifted my whole lifestyle during this quarantine, because I made so much money just sharing the information with people, till I doubled the salary that I have on my job. You know, I done paid my house off 16 years early, which saved me $300,000 in compound interest, which was more than what the house was even worth. You know, so it's truly been a blessing. I've already went into my IRA and shifted money into the PRA. It's really simple to do. And the only thing I did was got with the consultant, got with my broker company, which was First Command. Only thing I had to do was authorize them to talk to each other. That's the only thing I was for. I just authorized them to talk to each other. They liquidated my IRA, and in 2 days I had that money in my account, and then it was in a PRA.
Ivan, real quick.
Hey,
real quick, how much are you paying monthly for your services that you're getting right now? How much is your thing now at this point?
Well, my financial edge right now is free, because I do have 3 customers. You know, I do have 3 customers, so I'm not paying for the financial edge. I get that for free. Right. I'm just paying for the membership, which is $40.
That's the offer stuff, right?
Yeah, but the financial edge services is only $79. Right. Everything else is included in that service, so I didn't have to pay any additional fee to have those 2 talk to each other. I didn't have to pay anything additional when I bought my land out there in California right now.
You hit the land bank. You got to tell them about the land bank real quick. I know we got to go.
Now land banking is something that I think everybody needs to get into, because if you ever seen a bunch of trees somewhere and the next thing you know they start cutting it down and something big come up, they're going to pay you handsomely for it. Now, There's no way that you will ever know, because people be planning these things 10 years in advance, 10 years. And I've actually witnessed this here in my hometown in Hinesville, going back and forth to church. There was a strip of nothing but woods. And then all of a sudden the trees came down. We knew something was coming. We didn't know what it was. And now Hinesville looked totally different than it was when I got here back in 2004. But this stuff has been in plans for years. And so when I got with Cal Choice is the company that covers the PRA and the land banking. When I got with that consultant, you know, he showed me an aerial view of the parcel that I'm going to be purchasing. It's right outside of Los Angeles. Los Angeles then got overpopulated and they're pushing out. So you got to think it's got to be a whole community. They got to build schools. They got to build hospitals. They got to build highways. You know, it's so much going through there. Schools going to have football stadiums. So if you buying any type of land that's outside of Los Angeles, that's in that path of growth, just think about how much somebody is willing to pay you for that piece of land. So I highly recommend for you to do that. And the beauty about it is, if you have a 401k, if you have an IRA, if you have a TSP, you don't even have to stroke a check. They just take it from what you already have and they just shift it. That's income shifting at its best, y'all.
Yeah.
So you're not losing anything. Only thing that you're really doing is protecting your money, because where your money is at now is tied to the stock market. So when the economy drops, the stocks drop, so does the value of your investment. But land banking and the PRA is tied to an insurance company. Cal Choice is an insurance company. So they insure the money that you put in there. So it'll never drop below the money that you put in there, but it's always going to have stock gain. So as things start to increase, so does the value of your land and your private reserve account. So you can only go up.
Charles,
And
you said something real quick. I know we got to stop, but you said something about the private reserve account, which is another feature of MWR where they teach you how to become your own bank. Can you hit that real quick?
Right. So they turn you into the bank because it's your money and it's insured. So if you have $100,000 or $80,000 in your private reserve account, you can borrow your own money. So you don't have to qualify to get your money. It's your money. So you can borrow from it, and then you can determine what the loan payback is. So you determine, I'm gonna pay X amount of dollars for X amount of years. So the whole concept is, as you be in the bank, it's just think about Wells Fargo. They are reliable for X amount of $1 million, but those dollars are not in that bank, because when you deposit money into the bank, that money goes out to support somebody's mortgage. It goes out to somebody's car loan. It goes out to some kid's education. So your money is not really in the bank. They got, some working capital to make some exchanges, but all that money is really outside of the bank, but they're responsible for it. So it's the same thing. Your money is not really, if you borrow it, it's not really in your PRA because you done went out and bought a car, but you're still responsible for that money. So as a bank, you still get credit as if the money is still there. So your money still grows. If you took 30,000 out of an 80,000 PRA, your money is still growing at the 80,000, not the 50. It's powerful. And the thing is, we got to understand that we got to take advantage of this, because most people, in order to get a private reserve account, you had to have $250,000 worth of assets, not including your mortgage. So how many Americans have that type of assets just available? So that's why most people don't even know anything about a PRA or land banking. So this company has provided us a way in. So now that we got a way in, we need to take advantage of that. So
Right.
I would highly recommend, if you have not had a consultation with your Wealth Max, you really need to do that, because you're losing money daily. You really are. And like I said, it don't cost you anything. If you already have the money in a 401k or IRA, the only thing you're doing is just shifting. And there's no tax penalty when you do the rollover. There's no tax penalties. And then with the private reserve account, you can withdraw that money tax-free. So you don't even pay any taxes to take the money out like you would a 401k or IRA.
Wow.
So
That's insane.
it's
That's
awesome.
insane. Man, listen, we could talk about this for hours. Listen, instead of us talking about it for hours, I want each of you all to go to, hold on, I'm gonna give you the link. And I want you, if you got time, I tell people all the time, they say time is money. Well, you got to act like it. You got to take some time to look at some stuff. And I want you to visit this website. Hold on. I'm going to tell you right now what it is. I want you to go to www.theincreasemovement.com. www.theincreasemovement.com. And I want y'all to hear what Brother Charles Ivory had to say on that conference call. I think he's speaker number 4, maybe. I'm not sure. But
I was
man,
number 2.
you were number 2, speaker number 2.
I was number 2.
And guys, it was phenomenal. The testimonies, it's a plethora of information that helps you to understand what MWR is. Again, this was just meant to be an impromptu conversation between Pastor Larry Murray and myself. We were just trying to sharpen our skills on presenting, and we just wanted to talk, and Pastor had the discernment to turn it into something else, and man, look what it did. And so we want to encourage you to get back with the person who invited you. If you have not fully jumped in, please, guys, jump in. This is not a game. This is not the one to sleep on. This is unlike anything you have ever seen. People are winning who have never, ever won before. And listen, all they did was follow a few instructions. If you're coachable, if you're teachable, if you're curious, we encourage you to be curious. If you're not, you ought to be. But we want you to know that this is the real deal. That's why we're screaming it from the mountaintops, letting you know that this is something you need to get involved in. And listen, I want to say thank you to every pastor who is on this call, who is sharing with us, who's curious. We need your help. It's too many people to reach. We can't reach everybody, but God's people have to understand that he has sent something here. And if you really think about it, think about this, y'all. I believe the land is being healed. I do. I believe that the earth is being healed. The smog is down. The planet is healing. I saw a video the other day where the lions were laying in the middle of the street getting sunbathed. The rivers are turning from brown to from dead rivers to blue, crystal clear blue. So I don't know what's going on in this season, but I think in this season we are having to wake up and realize that we don't have to be left out and victimized. This is an opportunity for us to take some things that are leveraging opportunities for us. And even though it may be packaged in an MLM, listen, don't let that stop you. This is the best vehicle, because just like the Lord blesses us from bringing people from darkness to light, these companies will also pay you for bringing people from darkness to light. So that's why we share. And the owner of this company has a heart. This is why he designed this company the way he did, because he wanted people to win. So guys, Brother Charles Ivory, I appreciate you. Pastor Murray, thank you so much. Do you have any last words real quick before we wrap this up? Hold on, your speaker's off. Your mic is off. Hold on. I got you. Well, I thought I had you. Hold on. Go ahead and turn your mic.
Yeah,
I'm
just thankful for the opportunity to do this today. There were some folk that was on, and so I'm excited. I'm excited, and I believe that we're in at a good time.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Monday when this mayhem start.
Yeah.
And we're going to be pushing people in that direction.
All right. God bless you, everybody. Thank you so much, Brother Charles. God bless you. Thank you so much.
You.
We'll talk to y'all
Good
later.
night.
We'll go to the top. All right. All right.
Thank you, Elder Shepherd.
Thank you, everybody.